Dilraba and Huang Jingyu's love affair escalated again. She did not join the group for 8 months this year and was criticized by fans. Dilireba's fan circle is once again in turmoil. The reason is that last year, Dilireba did not join the group for 9 months, which caused a lot of disputes and also involved her in the controversy of pregnancy and childbirth. I originally thought that the studio could take this as a lesson. This year Dilireba did not join the group for another 8 months. Which popular female star can pick her feet at home for 8 months? This is really incredible. Pauline has always been ambitious. When a Curry-reminded fan encounters an idol who is lying flat, losing followers is just an expected thing. If it is just the loss of fans, it is not a big problem. What is important is that these big fans lose followers. Began to expose some of Dilireba's private melons. Sure enough, everyone who can become a big fan has something. Big fans bluntly said that Dilireba has no ambition and only knows little love. It is suspected that she has been entangled with Huang Jingyu for 4 years. It is not clear. Moreover, by inferring from her IP address, it is suspected that Dilireba will not join the group. The days seem to revolve around Huang Jingyu. Why? Do you think you really want to get married and be a wife when you get older? After all, Dilraba said in a previous interview that she hoped to get married before the age of 30 and have a boy and 2 girls, which would really be enough to contribute to alleviating the aging of the country. In addition, I don't know if you have noticed that since this year, Dilireba is suspected to be particularly fond of yellow clothes. Her dresses and private clothes often have fish scale elements. Yellow fish scales, which is okay for others, but for this group of people there is something about 208W who is secretly in love, but likes to show off his love by sticking points, bumping styles, and showing off the same style. People can't help but wonder whether there is a relationship between Dilireba and Huang Jingyu. There really is something. In addition, some time ago, Huang Jingyu's ex-wife Wang Yuxin once again released fierce rumors about Huang Jingyu. Later, when he and Zhang Yi were fermenting, it was suspected that Dilireba was also suspected of declaring sovereignty from the air. All kinds of suspected actions made people doubt their relationship. In fact, Huang Jingyu seems to have always been very open about the relationship between men and women. It is suspected that there are many Yingyin Yanin around him. It is not important whether Dilireba has ever had anything with him. What is important is that if he continues to be tied to Huang Jingyu, then what will happen to Dilireba's own reputation is a waste. After all, no Pauline likes her idol. It is suspected that she has something to do with a man who has a chaotic relationship between men and women. Dilireba's suspected ambiguous attitude is more like a kind of love for her fans. Provocation is suspected to only force fans to lose their followers, so if she has a clear mind, she would still cut ties with Huang Jingyu as soon as possible. In fact, the living environment of the post-90s florets is very special. Compared with the 85-year-olds who are popular on the small screen and constantly topical, the 95+ and some 00+ have abundant resources and are closely connected with the film industry. The 90+-year-olds live in the gap between the two. The gap is quite serious. The only ones who can be called the top are Yangzi and Dilraba. If the released actresses didn't commit suicide in the first place, they would be considered one. However, there are no second or third echelons below them, only a large number of social animals in the entertainment industry. Kept failing to get stuck and unable to ascend, and was constantly suppressed by the back waves. This has led to a situation where Dilireba and Yangzi are almost the dominant family among the 90 flowers. Therefore, even if Dilireba does not have a big hit drama, she is still firmly in the top position and has not wavered. But there are talented people from generation to generation, and no one can guarantee that they will be popular forever. You can only be popular for a while by relying on topics, and you can go far by relying on your works. Dilireba is definitely not lacking in topics this year. After all, she and Huang Jingyu's scandals are hotly searched every day, but do these have any positive effects on her? Almost zero. What she needs is the long tail effect brought by the characters in her works, not the attention brought by the curious news. Of course, Dilireba has been picking at her feet at home for a long time, and it is not necessarily because of her love brain. A large part of it may be that she does not have a suitable script. After all, the general environment is like this. Major platforms have cut off many projects, which do not reduce the price and are suitable for Dilireba. Dilireba herself has very few projects where her acting skills can sustain her. Rather than losing her popularity in bad dramas, it is better to carefully select a good work. I hope that Dilireba will not disappoint the expectations of fans and can contribute in the future. Let's produce a work that satisfies everyone. Do you think Dilireba didn't join the group for 8 months because she revolved around Huang Jingyu?